She's up to about 3 speed. And we already got a newspaper. Muscovy, our best friend. So these are basically just saying things that are going on here. And something we already knew is that, well, whoa. Did I know that? That Muscovy was my friend? Oh, okay. Lombardia went to war with Rhineland. And some of these are like, just fluff things, and I didn't change any of those. By 2000, each landed gentleman will own at least 5 hot air balloons. Yeah. Ghastly puppets. Life without food. It says the new national color will be that of the cherry blossoms. Calling it pink is outlawed. There you go. Solar eclipses, but this is, the middle thing is usually the most important relating to your country. And this means that Muscovy likes us. They're trying to increase their relations with us. Lombardy is going to war with that. Acquire Alsace-Lorraine. Because they probably have a claim on part of this. Yeah, looks like they have a core on that. But not a core on this. So we'll see what they do. I don't know how good that's going to be for them. Because that's like North German culture. Or French culture. South German, okay. So they probably don't have very many South Germans in their land. Okay. Let's keep going. And we're going to get events popping up. Conservatives in Tabriz. Persian Republic's wealthy elite has gathered support in Ardabil, quickly turning all of Tabriz into a stronghold of conservative thinking, one that may endure for some time to come. It's almost certain that, should Persian policies turn to something not of their liking, Tabriz will be one of the first regions we will see trouble begin. So, they'd best not cause trouble. Well, considering our current government is conservative, so that it gets a conservative stronghold until the end of the game, which is 1936. Pop militancy -5, -0.5, excuse me, 0.05, excuse me, even more. Local consciousness 0.1, excuse me. Losing consciousness is not necessarily a good thing, but that's what the conservatives do. So they make you lose consciousness and stuff like that. And lose militancy and consciousness, so that's pretty good. Voting rights rescinded? What? Florida. So they switched to a dictatorship. Lately, an eerie feeling has crept over you that Florida is growing silent. Whereas before, a free exchange of opinion and ideas could be heard from street corners and bus stops, to bars and universities. Now only the sounds of silence gives an echo. The conclusion that is becoming ever more evident is that the tradition of Floridian democracy has been subverted. In Florida, at least, the government for, of, and by the people has perished from the earth. Ah, boo. Another thing, Westfalen apparently likes us. Dynam goes to war with Brunei. Mexico went to war with the Oregon country. Dinosaurs. I want to hear about dinosaurs. Britain independence. Okay. They've been independent. Well, they were owned by Amalfi for a long time, but I guess they like being independent. So Mexico's probably got a bunch of cores on this stuff. Actually, no. They don't. Why did I change that? They got a core on this, okay. It was probably that everything non-Spanish I changed to something else. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Because Spain never owned that part, so I guess they shouldn't have a core. Crop rotation in Baghdad. Crop rotation has been adopted throughout Baghdad. Okay. Should get some farming efficiency, which is good because we have a lot of farmers. Downlands of Formosa. This is an event that I believe the Pop Command mod adds, maybe. Now that we own the island of Formosa, the local Min population has begun to organize itself, presumably towards the end of breaking away from Persian control. As you can see, we don't even have a core on this. It's actually 2 provinces, but you know what I mean. Good luck with that. Formosa will gain a core. These guys who don't have a core on it will lose a core. And then they gain 4 militancy, which increases their militancy to 2. What? Amalfi had that thing happen to them. See, their presidential dictatorship. All they're saying is give peace a chance. So, this is our first political event. So, because there's an election, because this is Tabriz, we've been talking a lot about them lately. And they just got, ow. So what is that? Why the Karen Empire? I guess they really like the Emperor there. War policy jingoism. That's not what this is about. Pacifist sentiments has been floating about Tabriz for some time, but this coming election it seems that whoever can capitalize on the pacifist sentiments in the area will come out a clear winner come election day. The only question still in the air is to which extent pacifist sympathies will hold up through the pre-election debates. So this is 4.5% of our parliament. This is an important province. A lot of people... I think our thing is pro-military. Yeah, it's this right here. Pro-military pacifism. Pacifism is Republicans. So pro-military is us. So if we want our party to win, we need to focus on pro-military. So let's look at the options. Peace always prevails. All pops in Tabriz become 30% more in favor of pacifism. And the percentage that support jingoism gain 4 militancy, which is almost nobody. Violence is never the answer. And it's basically the same bonus, only slightly less. The pen is mightier than the sword. All pops become 10% more in favor of pacifism, which is a pretty big group. That'll make them the largest. Military need guns, not idle gossip. And 10% more in favor of pro-military, which is what we want. Which will put their lead higher. And the percentage that support pacifism will get 2 militancy. Which is a good third of the population. Where you could say violence is the answer after all. Which would increase the militancy even more for pacifists, and they'll switch to jingoists. So let's go ahead and risk the militancy by going in for pro-military. So let's take a look here on the population screen. I went to Briz. And we can see dominant issues, pro-military 15%. So that is now the top thing. Cool. So now more people are voting for the Federalists than the Karen Empire. That's good. That's good. So, let's take a look at the newspaper again. The Carlist War. Blah blah. Spain's having a revolt. Sweet dreams. There's no USA because they didn't change that stuff. Something about birds. Piano cat. Scheduled to arrive in Baghdad. Yeah, this is about the dictatorship. Gondar goes to war. Huh. Where's that? Africa? I don't know where that is. Ah, Irish are being friends with us. That's cool. That's the kind of stuff we want. And now I'm starting a little bit slow, but it's gonna have to do. Let's turn up the speed a little bit. Ooh, too stale for war. Military spending is debated in Kandahar, which is also an important province. Major report is that most of the soldiers' weapons are nearly worn out, and want someone to go over to them to see if they need to be scrapped. To provide soldiers with new weapons would cost more than this current budget for the military can cope with. I highly doubt that. Oh, I didn't raise my military spending, that's right. I could say that sounds expensive. I should do that, actually. It lets me build more soldiers. All pops in Kandahar become 25% more in favor of anti-military. It's been a month. I need to check on my production too. I can see that there's some dudes becoming craftsmen, which is nice. That sounds expensive. 20% more of anti-military, which I think that's the anarcho-liberal thing, so it's not really active yet. Can't they fight without them? Which makes the pro-military dudes mad. Less mad, though. We could do something about that. And all pops who are in favor of anti-military, which is quite a bit, become in favor of pro-military. But that's a pretty good option. Soldier needs his weapons. That raises the military while having... It's all pops. Okay. That would deal with pacifism, too. We need to upgrade their weapons. We'll do that. That'll make things a little bit better. Okay. Now let's go to production. Pashtunistan wants to build some canned food. Okay. You can see they have 4 pounds out of 9,000 pounds, but they have some of the cement and some of the machine parts they need. Let's max it out. But just buy that for them. Now we want to pay attention to that because it's important. So let's raise our military spending to about 60% if we can afford that. This will make being a soldier a more lucrative job than being a farmer. But probably not as lucrative as being a craftsman. In either way, they're both going to be taking from the lower paying jobs. So it looks like my middle class people are getting some bad needs. So let's lower their taxes a little bit. That should still be fine. Now, let's see if any production things went through. There it goes. And they're going to do another one. Liquor distillery in Uzbekia. They're still Sunni. They would be mad about that. I basically just want to pay attention to this every time they want to build something. Ooh, a glass factory. That's really good. Corpse recourses. Corpses recourses. One of the largest places of worship. The larger places of worship are the predominant faith in Baluchistan. Started construction on an expansion. The construction workers have discovered a previously unknown graveyard on the expansion's land that houses the dead of a religious minority. You mean majority? The minority's leaders have insisted that the government halt the expansion. Doing so will appease the minority, but the clergy and moralists will be upset that a chance to put our faith forcefully above all others will be missed, especially since the ground has already been consecrated. So, we have 2 factions here, pluralism, moralism. Both of these guys are the same. They're like, hey, we're cool with all of that stuff. But moralism is the predominant thing in this. But these guys don't have a lot of say on things in Baluchistan. Corpses make excellent foundations. That is the horrible thing. Oh my god. It gives people who do not belong to the dominant religion in Baluchistan 4 militancy. Baluchistan, I think, is Zoroastrian. Yeah. Oh, there's Mazdakis here. Bad news bears. Could find a compromise. Get some consciousness and become 30% favor of pluralism. Hey, that's nice. But they'll gain militancy. This is just militancy and secularized. Excellent chance to provoke some violence. No! That is a jerk move. Let's find a compromise. That's a good thing. Let's have our friendos do some stuff. Because you hear we're building some units here. That's what the little marching sound means. Build that glass factory. Religious policy debated. Hang on. I'm building that glass factory. Those are pretty cheap. Cement factories are cheap too. So the faithful in Uzbekia which is pretty important province. 6% of the parliament. Feel that the state has failed, giving them due recognition for their hard work since the last election. For years, they argue, they have assisted the local community in many ways, caring for the sick, taking care of orphans, and helping the needy. They feel that they deserve some form of support so they can continue to help people, and the issue has become a topic of much discussion in the local election campaign. As you can see, again, moralism, very important thing for this. But pluralism is what we want. Religion is a private matter, 20% more in favor of secularized, which is not anything we have. 10% become more in favor of atheism. Ooh. That thing doesn't come into play until, like, later. Charity is good, but no. Interesting. Secularized. I can't help my current things, so... And nobody cares about secularized, so yeah, whatever. They need a little bit more money because prices went up. So give them more money. There it goes. Shoe factory in Kandahar. Orderly election. Hey! You can get those events that make it so that everybody starts rabble-rousing and stuff. The Persian election is underway. So far it's proceeded smoothly. And so far has proceeded smoothly. Debates are being carried out in the usual manner. There are no reports of violence in Baghdad or elsewhere. Supporters of the ruling regime have turned out in force. And hopefuls have been as have hopefuls seeking to defeat the current government. So, we shall see. Get some more consciousness, because we're having an election. And people are cool, so they lose militancy. Awesome. Let's build this factory too. I really like this. This is kind of a cool thing that they added in one of the expansions. Before, you couldn't do anything to help the factories, and it was kind of stupid. It's basically like a minor form of civilization. Get out of my land! You are exiled. You can walk out if you want to. What are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. So Brunei wants military access. I'm going to ignore everything around me. Oh, I do have 2 diplomats now. So let's increase our relations with the Zoro Pope. Now it's at 50. Cool. Nothing really happens until you're over 100, though. So more religious policies in Abu Dhabi, which is a minor province. This one again, moralism. But this is still that, so we'll do that. We can't support what we're going for, so we might as well go for the thing that is least distasteful. So Lancaster gets Workshop of the World, which is a thing. What? Hang on. Which one of these is in play? Ooh, our population appears to have lost interest in raising families. Say then every child is precious. I think whichever one we accept is the proper one. So, growth rate 0.5 children. Population will shrink a little bit. But our education efficiency will go up a lot. So that's good news for this one. And it's 2.5 rather than 0.5. This is for our primary culture, I believe. So the population will shrink 3 times as much, but we'll get 5 times the population or the education efficiency. So I guess we do that and then do this. What will our modifier be? Yeah, it'll be the second one. Okay. Or it may have just been the second one to pop up. National debates. Religious policy. And these national debates are a much more broad range of things. The morality and virtue of our people. This is the entire country. The morality and virtue of our people have started to decline. The statement caused much stir among the debaters of toleration and religious plurality. They have started to question the country's views on religion. Say there are no gods. And everyone in the fucking world will hate us because nobody likes atheism in this country. I don't think. Let's look. Maybe there's like a huge group of people. And then in that case, we will have to think about that. I wish I could just... Pluralism is the dominant issue in that place I was looking at a minute ago. Where's atheism? Atheism is so minor as to not be on the list. Okay, so we do not care about them. That's just 5% more secularized. Other people will get mad. Or pluralism. So, increases the pop consciousness for all of them. And it'll basically choose... Yeah. So this basically makes secularized and atheism mad while increasing the militancy of moralism. Which is pretty dire, but I think I'm okay with that. I still don't have any, like, bad stuff going on. State capitalism debated in Uzbekia. Now, note that state capitalism is these guys here, so we don't want that. And it's apparently pretty well split. Production quota is too high. We'll never be able to reach the demand. The other farmers stand behind him, waiting. The weathered faces show the same concern and determination as their speaker. Say nonsense, the production quota will remain the same. All pops become more in favor of interventionism, which is what we want. You have nothing to worry about. State capitalism. Oh, and the state capitalism militancy will go up. You'll deal with the production quota when it becomes a problem. So this will switch people who want intervention to state capitalism. This will switch to state capitalism and say right now. Okay, so it's pretty much 6-1, half dozen the other, just that we have to make a choice here. So we will choose interventionism. Because either way, it's going to make some people mad. Okay, so I'm starting to lose money here. Why is that? Not very much. So I don't really need to worry about it. But since I want to make a net profit so that I can get my factories going. So I don't want to be losing money. Let's raise this back up to 50, since it looks like they're doing better as far as their needs go. So we have 30 units now. 27, which makes us #1 in the world still. How about our production? Bronze factory, that's important. In Tabriz, which is the place we've been talking about. We'll get a newspaper. War between the Netherlands and Westphalen. So, Netherlands declared war on Westphalen. Okay. Smolensk goes to war with Hungary. Lancaster gets the Isle of Man, which was owned by Ireland, I believe. So it's probably just a revolt thing. The Dutch fear. Ah, so they're afraid of Flanders. That's probably right. Dog bites a child. It's not really something I should see. Monocle sales plateau. Monocle sales have been rising for decades. Appeal to them have leveled out. What? This game is silly sometimes. Okay. Secularization and religion. So, Persian religious policies become a subject of debate. Look, Zanzibar. This place is not important. So where is pluralism? Faith must be real. Yeah, do that. I think I want to go to the end of the year, and I'll stop, because there's not much that can be done in the first year that can be chosen. Arabia fears our might, that's right. Hyderabad goes to war, Zhao goes to war. Tibet, wolves kill 4. Siberia, who cares? Rabbit emerges from hat. Something with stamps. Whatever. Economy. Merchants from Carmen are arguing with Minister of Finance, who has entertained plans for the nationalization of certain private industries. The heated discussion has reached your ears. Who are we supposed to be, by the way? The Prime Minister, I guess? Or the President? Try to cool both sides down. Because there's not really any kind of solid leader, I suppose, and this is just parliamentary stuff. Or the Senate, or whatever. So, pretty evenly spread out, so we want to... Planned economy is actually not something that comes into play until much later. When socialists and communists come into play. So we can't do anything with... I don't want laissez-faire. Let's piss off the least amount of laissez-faire people. Now, I'm not doing anything with my military guys that I'm... Yeah, okay, the election's over. Conservatives declare victory. The Persian election has ended. The leader of the Conservative Party declaring victory from the steps of the presidential palace in Baghdad. Persian people have spoken. In fact, they have. And everybody becomes happy. So, the Federalist Party got 98%. Karen Empire Party 1%. So nobody voted for them. Nobody voted for the liberals. I guess it was a first past the vote post thing. How do we vote? What's our voting laws? First past the post. Okay. So it doesn't change the upper house until the end of the year. But our current thing won, and I'm not going to trigger another election. So I'm losing money again. Okay, I guess we'll reduce our military spend. Not that much. Reduce our spending to 55%. Once our factories open, this should be better. And actually, that trigger was a factory opening, which is our printing press in Baghdad. So this is the priority. We can click on this to make this a higher priority factory. It's the only factory, so that's fine. We click on this to cancel subsidies. Right now, it's being subsidized, which is good. Or shut down the factory. If we wanted to get rid of an unprofitable factory. I don't think we can destroy them, though. So we can only build these in states that are actually like states. So we can't build any in India, for example. Luxury clothes? Okay, fine. Good for our rich people. And now we're starting to make money again. Not very much. That'll change over time once all of my factories open. So you can see we're getting much less events now that the election is over. Why did Egypt's borders move? Did they gain this from them? How did that happen? I didn't think they were at war, but I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, Prussian is attacking Bavaria. Spanish liberation of Catalonian Valencia. Tibet and Assam. Work in Tunisia. Okay. Well. There's a lot of wars going on. Probably because there were a lot of unresolved conflicts. I'm losing population. That's awful. First Minister appointed. Our new First Minister is nothing special, I'm afraid. I'm sure he'll be perfect for the job. So we get competent placeholder. Which is our dude. So what does that do? Politics. So he's not good and not bad. So I need to change my budget again. Okay, I think I need to reduce my education a little bit. Let's make it 90%. Okay, so everybody's getting okay needs and stuff like that. That's pretty bad. Maybe I should need to reduce my taxes. That's probably why they're leaving. Total population is 92 million. Okay, so... Well, my educational efficiency is higher. Let's reduce this to 70%. So I can reduce my taxes on poor. I think they're leaving. So like 60? Which is bad. Oh, the Zoro Pope declared war on Hungary. Muscovy is attacking the Immortals. And the Alpura kids, okay. We already knew that. Fort Albany Botanical Exposition. Good to study bananas. The Vinland has launched a botanical exposition to Fort Albany. According to the rumors, the flora of Fort Albany is a veritable cornucopia of beauty and biological diversity. While Fort Albany is a Vinlandic colony, could attempt to send our expedition of our own. It might be frowned upon, but the discoveries we could make do have a strange allure of their own. We could send a Persian expedition and gain a bunch of prestige. Yeah, we'll do that. Prestige. Okay, so regular close factory. We need that. All of it. And see here, they actually invested quite a bit of money into this one. We'll max it out. Gunpowder. We need gunpowder. Ranches in Jodhpur. Unemployment among workers in Jodhpur is high, but a possible bright spot the emergence of several cattle ranches. Local officials are suggesting that the Persians support the ranches and allow them to become Jodhpur's new major industry. So. What is Jodhpur's current thing? Tea. No. I'm gonna tea over something like that. Botanical expedition stranded. Oh. The botanical expedition we dispatched some time ago has found itself stranded in Marrakesh with leaking hull and no rations. The expedition leader sent word from home with a returning ship requesting additional funds for the continued journey into the heart of darkness. Shall I provide the additional funds? Say no, he's on his own, or the cause of science demands it. Lose 10,000. What? I guess we have to. Science, man. This budget will fix itself over time. Hungary? No. I guess we can tax our rich people. Didn't want to do that. Fine. There's taxes, rich people. So now we're losing less money, or less people. Or we were. Well, we're losing less overall. No. Hey, now we're a great power. And it's just about time to, call it a session. Upper house rearranged. So, with our new situation, we have the majority of our people are of the party we are currently involved in. We have some of these guys who we don't like. And some of these liberal bros. So, I think it was a good first session. we've apparently tanked our population because of our population growth thing and stuff, but, hey. Sometimes you need to break a few eggs to make an omelet, because we want this to go up, which it's not doing very quickly, but hey, we're working on a tech that work on that, and I will see you next time on Let's Play Victoria 2. If you have any suggestions, just let me know. And if you saw anything out of place that you think should be changed, then let me know. But it's still really going to be like things with localization and flags and stuff like that. So I'll see you next time.